I used to believe my wife, Sara, was my safe place. For 9 years, we shared everything: dreams, struggles, and endless promises about growing old together. I worked 2 jobs just to give her the life she deserved, while she stayed home, saying she wanted to focus on us and build our family. I thought we were happy, but everything changed the day my best friend Zain called me. His voice was cold and heavy, like he was carrying the weight of a secret he didn't want to tell. "Ahmed, are you sitting down?" he asked. "Yeah," I replied, sensing something was wrong. "You need to know this. I just saw Sara with someone. They weren't just talking." My stomach dropped instantly. "What do you mean?" I asked, forcing my voice to stay calm. "I saw her," he whispered. "At Pearl Hotel. Ahmed, she wasn't there alone. She was with some guy, holding hands, kissing him like you don't exist." I froze. My heart pounded so hard I thought it would burst. "No," I muttered. "There's no way. You must be mistaken." "I took pictures," he said quietly, and when the images came through, my entire world collapsed. Sara, my wife, was sitting in a luxury restaurant dressed in the same red dress she told me she bought for our date night. But instead, she was leaning against another man's chest, laughing like she didn't have a husband waiting at home. I couldn't breathe. That night, I didn't confront her. I couldn't. My rage was boiling, but I needed proof, solid, undeniable evidence. So I called Zain again, and we made a plan. For the next 2 weeks, we followed her. Every time she claimed she was shopping or meeting her cousin, we tracked her. We saw her sneaking into the same man's car, entering his apartment, and leaving hours later, her lipstick smudged and her hair a mess. But one night, everything escalated. Sara told me she was going to her mother's place. I kissed her goodbye, pretending like I believed her, but I followed her instead. She didn't go to her mother's house. She drove straight to a hotel on the other side of town. I parked nearby, called Zain, and together we set up cameras and recorded everything from the hallway. At exactly 8:17 p.m., Sara walked in, holding hands with the same man, tall, well-dressed, maybe in his late 30s. They laughed, kissed, and disappeared inside room 406. I had seen enough. I went home that night, silent and numb. I barely slept. My mind was full of fire, yet my body felt cold and lifeless. But then an idea came to me, not just revenge, but justice. The next day, I visited my lawyer, laid out every picture, every video, every text I'd collected. He looked at me and said, "Ahmed, with this level of evidence, the court will destroy her claims. You'll get everything." But I didn't just want a divorce. I wanted her to feel the pain she inflicted. So I waited. A week later, I staged a surprise anniversary dinner at home. Candles, her favorite food, soft music, everything was perfect. Sara walked in, smiling like nothing was wrong. "This looks amazing," she said sweetly, leaning to kiss me. I turned my head away. "Sit," I said coldly. She frowned, confused, but sat anyway. I opened my laptop, turned it toward her, and pressed play. The hotel footage filled the screen. Sara froze instantly, her face draining of all color, her voice cracked. "Ahmed, I can explain." "Explain what?" I snapped. "That you've been sleeping with him for months? That you've been lying every time you said you loved me? That you used my money to buy dresses for him?" Tears streamed down her face, but I didn't stop. "You know the best part?" I whispered, leaning closer. "He's married, Sara. Did you know that?" Her eyes widened in shock. She didn't. I smirked. "Guess who I met yesterday? His wife. And guess who she's suing for destroying her marriage?" Sara's hands trembled, violently. She opened her mouth but couldn't form words. "You thought you could betray me and walk away," I said, my voice icy. "But I made sure your entire world collapses first." The fallout was brutal. Her lover's wife filed a lawsuit. His company fired him after videos leaked of him sneaking into hotels with Sara during office hours. But Sara, she broke. Within a month, her reputation was destroyed. Her family disowned her, friends blocked her. The man she ruined her life for stopped taking her calls. One night, she came to my house banging on the door, sobbing, begging for forgiveness. Please, Ahmed. I made a mistake. I'll fix it. I'll leave him. Please, don't leave me. I looked at her, hollow and cold. You already left me, I said, and slammed the door in her face. But the story didn't end there. 2 weeks later, I got a call at midnight. It was her brother. Ahmed, it's Sara, he said, panicked. She's in the hospital, overdosed on pills. For a moment, I felt nothing. No sadness. No anger, just emptiness. I went to the hospital anyway, stood by the doorway, watching her hooked to machines, pale and broken. She opened her eyes weakly when she saw me. Ahmed, she whispered, tears rolling down her cheeks. I'm sorry. I didn't say a word. I turned and walked away. That was the last time I ever saw her. Divorce was finalized 2 months later. I kept the house, the savings, and full custody of our assets. Sara moved out of the city, drowning in debt and lawsuits. People often ask me if I regret destroying her life. My answer is always the same. No, she destroyed mine first. I just gave her what she earned. And in the end, she truly paid the ultimate price for her betrayal.